Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 5-4. Mike's 5-4. 6-man.
Now the first kick from an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Big Ed. Big Ed. Big Ed. Mike's 56.
Now Prescott.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Right there. 54 Mike.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. Switch. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Save. Single. Here we go. Go to 54. Wide in.
Check 25. Check 25.
6 guy. Check 6 guy. 26.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
That's a good shot.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Run.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Wild Bill. Slam. Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
2nd and 15.
Let's see what you got.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11. On that one, it leads to third down.
Ready. You ready?
57. Too little, Cupcake.
Breeze now. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a two-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Kill.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Shift. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Austin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Two choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Rush in. Why?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Check. Single. Got a single on the slot.
Go to 53.
Kill. Watch twitch.
This is Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's it, baby.
Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light
They can't
best.
hang with us. Out.
We're going to 54. Why?
No. Off.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And caught by Cooper for a Bronco touchdown.
Way to go.
Amari Cooper, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority, but before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
11. Easy. 7's the mic.
On first down, Breeze. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
21. Check Mike 21.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. 5-9. I'm coming after you.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
From midfield, here's Breeze.
Let's bring it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Letting one fly, it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
Going to 53.
Eat. Know your job. Shift.
Watch twist.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Here we go, 47.
Check four. Check nickel, nickel.
Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike's ready. I got a little weighty. Easy, opposite.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. 25
yards that time. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch out.
To throw is Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You see me out here?
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
That's complete. Bernard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Ready?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Easy, opposite. Target.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Breeze. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
0-2.
Mike 57.
Breeze now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over.
Mike,
they got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
No. Check.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pick it up. Watch the edge. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Motion.
There we go.
Prescott flushed out right. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
11.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Come on, D.
57's the mic.
Breeze now on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
57's the mic.
Hey, exit.
All day, baby, all day.
57's the mic. Mike 57.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
13.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. The Bears are going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curl.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Hey, let's get off the field.
To throw, it's Breeze. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Evans coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Prescott. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Kill.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, here I come.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott.
Check 43.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Stop your
We're 21.
57, Mike 57.
Hey, Delta.
57 is the Mike. 57 is the Mike.
Now Breeze.
Yeah, I got you.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do?
Ready.
You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 21 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run with Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. Blue down.
10th carry now for Elliott.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's coming again.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
Mike 55.
Then we're going to 53. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Check 50.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking deep for Elliott. This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's get it. Mike 28.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go, 480.
Mike's 5-4.
I'm coming. I'm coming. We're going to 54. Wide eight. Slam.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Switch.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing, Prescott.
He's checking. Crash. Check 99.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And that's Elliott, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check in. Here we go. Sammy. Mike, 28.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. He sets to fire and got his man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Breeze. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze to throw it in. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now, Breeze again. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Bring it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
You don't want no problem.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, rolled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
25, check 25.
Room to run again.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Come on, baby.
A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Check.
Prescott to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Slam.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in.
Back.
26.
Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Go to 54. Wide in.
Check 3.
26.
Now Prescott. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check.
To throw is Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They go to Elliott again.
You don't want it. You gonna take it.
And across Past midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Kill. 21. Hey, Haywood.
Breeze now. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
All day.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Yeah, baby.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rush in.
Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Elliott on 1st down going absolutely nowhere. He'll lose about 3 on the play. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now what can Prescott do in the OT? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll try the right side with Elliott.
He's coming.
There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it.
47.
Prescott on first down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check 52.
Watch the shift.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide. Check 26.
Prescott down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We got to get to the ball.
Elliott running right.
Watch quick.
And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Broncos, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall a game